Hi.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just reflecting on your insights over the last couple of days.
Yes.
Wondering about practical applications of some of these concepts. My question is on like the Pancha Kosha theory and the fact that you're not your body. So like how would, and I was just asking this question to myself, I was struggling with answers. So like how would you explain the fact that you're not your body to somebody who's starving of food?
You wouldn't. You would feed him.
Okay.
Sri Ramakrishna said, Khali pete dharma hai na. If somebody is starving, Swami Vivekananda said, preaching metaphysics to the starving masses, what madness. So you want to help somebody. What will help that person? If Brahman is appearing to you as a hungry person, you have to feed Brahman. That's the service. That's your worship of Brahman. If Brahman is appearing as a sick person, you don't go and give, say, you are read Davaduta Gita. You are not sick. You are fine. No, you give medicine. That's your worship of Brahman. This was the actualization or the practicalization of this philosophy by Swami Vivekananda. How do you apply it? At the basis of it, what is it saying? It's one divine reality. But you don't deny the manifestation. If it's appearing in this way, the manifestations are not the same. That's why Vivekananda was able to say, my God the poor, my God the sick, my God the hungry, my God the wicked, my God the ignorant, my God the wicked. These are the objects of my special worship. Why? Why object of worship? Because it's Brahman. Why special worship? Because that's where it's needed most. And there you will offer help in these ways. Yeah. Remember, when you said practical applications, theory of Pancha Kosha, one point I want to emphasize here is, it's already practical. It's not a theory. The Vedanta will work if we listen carefully to what is being said. A clarification, extraordinary clarification of ordinary experience. The moment we say the theory of Pancha Kosha, we've already abstracted it. Then Vedanta will say that, stop. Take a look. Do you have Pancha Koshas or not? As of this body which you have right now, is it a theory? No. And then you breathe. Clearly, it's a living body. That breath, the prana, is it a theory or a fact? It's a fact. And you're thinking about these things. The mind, the Manomaya Kosha, is it a theory or a fact? It's a fact. And the intellect with which we are trying to understand all of this is a fact. And that they all disappear into a seed form in deep sleep. The causal body, Anandamaya, it's a fact. All of these are facts of experience. None of this is a theory. It's already a fact, and a pretty simple fact. And we should notice it the moment it's pointed out. And then, so this is not Vedanta. This is Vedanta. This is called just, in Sanskrit, it's called Anuvada, a repetition or a labeling of what we are already experiencing. Then Vedanta starts. If this is what you recognize, then you see that you are the experiencer of these 5 sheaths. Till now we thought we are this bundle of 5 sheaths. But they are sheaths, they are koshas, and we are the witness of them. So this is what Vedanta tells us. It's always a fact. Thank you.
Steve, it's good to see you. Verse 26 talks about there is no meditator or meditation. Why does your mind meditate shamelessly? I don't quite understand.
Somebody has asked me the same question earlier today. Yes. So here is a shocking verse. Dattatreya loves shocking. Avadutas love shocking, actually. They are beyond all rules. They can say stuff which is very shocking. The Avaduta I studied under, remember, it's in Gangotri, the source of the Ganga. And once he was sitting with us and he said to us, so thousands of pilgrims from all over India, hundreds of thousands actually, go every year to the source of the Ganga. This is the holiest river in Hinduism, revered in other religions also, in Sikhism and in Buddhism and Jainism. And this Avaduta sitting there right on the bank on the source of the Ganga, he's saying, why do I have to take a bath in the Ganga? These people commit sins and they come to wash away their sins. I have never committed a sin. Why should I take a bath in the Ganga? In Hindi, he was saying, Paap kiya hai nahi, to nahaye kis liye? What do I have to wash away? But the thing you have to see is he's not an iconoclast. I would say, as I've seen it personally, I lived on the other side of the river. From my cottage, I could see that this Avadhuta, he was quite old and obese at that time. in his 80s, and he couldn't walk well. Two of his disciples would support him. They would bring him down to, it's a gorge. It goes down maybe a couple of 100 feet, and the torrent of the Ganga is there. They would bring him down closer to the Ganga and put an easy chair there and settle him there and make him comfortable. It's cold there, so make him comfortable with shawls and all. And this old man in his 80s would sit for hours and stare unblinkingly at the Ganga. So don't ever think that he has no respect or devotion, probably more than most of us. So that's the nature of the Avadhuta. Funny story about him is, I'll come to your question. Funny story about him, Avadhuta. I'm remembering many funny stories. One of them, a doctor came to check up because he was not keeping well. A doctor came to check up on him. And the doctor happened to be skinny, and this Avadhuta was quite fat, obese. And the doctor said, in irritation, "What do you eat, Swami, that you have become so obese? आप क्या खाते हैं महात्मा जी, आप इतने मोटे हो गए हैं?" So the Avadhuta replied, "I eat up all my worries, doctor. It's junk food. That's why I've become so fat. And your worries eat you up. Your worries are eating you up. That's why you're so skinny." In Hindi, it has more punch. हम चिंता को चबा जाते हैं डॉक्टर, और चिंता तुझे चबा जाती है. Your worries, your anxieties are eating you up. That's why you're so skinny. All right, here is the verse. Shocker. Atmanyevatmana sarvam tvaya purnam nirantaram dhyata dhyanam nate chittam nirlajjam dhyayate katham. The self by itself pervades all of this. It's filled, this universe, which seems to be an object, is nothing but you. Brahmatma, limitless consciousness, shining in all these ways. You're not the body, you're not the mind, you are this limitless consciousness, shining as the body, mind, and all these objects also. Therefore, it says, there is no distinction between meditator, the object of meditation, and the process of meditation. Who is the meditator? You, pure consciousness. And what are you meditating on? God. Yeah, but that's also pure consciousness, the same pure consciousness. And how are you meditating? With the body and the prana and the mind and focus, all these processes. What is that? Pure consciousness. There's no distinction at all. And he says, then the shocking thing is, you shameless one, why do you meditate? It's usually the opposite, you see. When we don't meditate, our spiritual teachers and our friends say, you shameless one, why don't you meditate? You're supposed to be a monk, you should meditate. Here he's saying the opposite. Have you no shame? Why are you meditating? What does he mean here? This is something to be understood. Remember, Dattatreya is identified with meditation, yoga, and samadhi. So he is someone who was a past master of meditation. It is not a criticism of meditation. What is it then? What is it? It is the secret of meditation. Meditation, which is so difficult, he makes it extraordinarily easy here. Meditation, which is so difficult to attain, he makes it effortless here. He makes it continuous here. How? By saying this, he is pointing out the nature of reality. That it is continuously available to you, with eyes closed and eyes open. Sri Ramakrishna says, with eyes closed there is God, with eyes open there is no God. What kind of God is that? Here, with eyes closed and eyes open, the same reality is shining. The same reality is shining when you shut out all the senses. You do not see, hear anything. You sit quietly, do not move about. Regulate the breath, settle the vrittis and into one vritti, into one thought and intense focus, and let go of that also. In that utter silence, whatever is there, when you open your eyes in seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, thinking, walking, talking, enjoying, working, playing, in all of that, the same reality, without any change, is shining forth. The Kenopanishad says that pratibodha viditam matam amritatvam hivindate. In every experience, when you experience Brahman effortlessly, then you attain to immortality. Such a reality is before you. It is you, and it's before you, and it's effortlessly available to you. Now meditate and see the fun. Immediate absorption. Yatra yatra mano yati tatra tatra samadhaya. Wherever your mind goes, there it will find samadhi. Wherever it goes. What does the yogi do? The mind should not go anywhere. Fix it. It's going there, pull it back. It's going there, pull it back. This is the process of meditation. This is what we do. And here he says, let it go. Where will it go? Wherever it will go, it will find Brahman. This is pointing out the nature of Brahman. It is the secret of meditation. It's not a criticism of meditation. He has made you meditators for the rest of your life. In fact, you cannot not meditate if we recognize this truth, if you recognize it. Yeah. Last.
Pranam Maharaj, if one person realizes the truth, the self, it seems like seeds of desires will continue in countless other beings. So world's ignorance will continue even without me. Or is it that if one person realizes the truth, then everybody is freed? So I better hurry then.
So neither. If one person realizes the truth, everybody will be free. That would have been wonderful. Then the first enlightened one would have freed all of us. We would have all been freed when the one person became enlightened. But that didn't happen, unfortunately. Not only one enlightened being. Oh, so many enlightened beings have come in so many religions and so many traditions throughout the history of humanity. So many avatars have come and gone. We still are not free. We are incorrigible. There's enough of spiritual teaching and blessings and power, spiritual power in this world for setting all of us free. But we don't want to be free. That's the problem. All right. Now, if I become enlightened, what can I do for others? There is one conception called Sarva Mukti. One place Vivekananda mentions that. That was his idea. That I shall not seek to work, I shall not cease to work. It may be that I'll give up this body, he says, Vivekananda, but I shall not cease to work until every being in the universe knows that it is one with God. This is the ideal of liberation for all. In Buddhism, this is well codified. In the Mahayana Buddhism, there is the Bodhisattva concept. So there is the Arhat concept and the Bodhisattva concept. The Arhat wants enlightenment, Bodhi and Nirvana, freedom. Others have to work out their own freedom. The Bodhisattva says, yes, I will attain to enlightenment. But before I go on to Nirvana, I will work ceaselessly as much as I can to encourage all and help all by the merit of my spiritual practices, by teaching, by service, in whichever way, lifetime after lifetime, so that everybody moves towards freedom. Not that I'll wait until everybody has got freedom. That may not happen. It may be that after some time that person attains freedom. So the goal of the Mahayana is to become the Buddha, become a Buddha. The goal of the Theravada traditions is to become an Arhat. The path of the Arhat, the enlightened one who attains personal freedom, is included in the Mahayana path, but it proceeds further than that, towards what you are saying, the freedom of all. It's not a goal that is practically realized because so many bodhisattvas have come and gone. Clearly, we are not free yet. But it's an ideal they hold on to. I'll work for the freedom of all. At one place, Vivekananda says, working endlessly striving only for a personal liberation, you end up in hell. Work for the freedom of all, the welfare of all, you will attain to whatever you want. So it's a good point to keep in mind. Yes. Good. We'll wrap it up here. Thank you.